Happy Tuesday, everybody. Hope you had fun yesterday after we got off the meeting. Uh, what did I do? I didn't do much yesterday. What did I do? I can't remember now. I did a lot of house cleaning, I guess. All right. So I'm gonna get started, get my list. Anybody else trying to come in? No, they're not. Okay. All right, here we go. La 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 la. Ooh, should I sing high again like yesterday? I think I will. I'll try it again and see if I can do it. It's hard for me to go really high, but I'm gonna try it anyway. And a one, and a two, and a. Hello, everybody. So glad to see you. Hello, everybody. We're so glad to see you too. Hello, to stinky toilet. That's that one. So glad to see you. Hello, to Roman. I think you're there. So glad to see you too. Hello, to Shay. So glad to see you. Hello, to Bunny Graham. We're so glad to see you too. Hello, to Eva. Sometimes to me. So glad to see you. Hello, Isabella. We're so glad to see you too. Hello, to Sophia. So glad to see you. Hello, to Josie. We're so glad to see you too. Hello, to Hikaru. So glad to see you. Hello, to Izumi. We're so glad to see you too. Hello, everybody. So glad to see you. Hello, everybody. We're so glad to see you. That was pretty fun. That was a little different this time. And did you guys notice the song takes a lot less time lately? Because now I'm only singing to the people that come every day. Before, I was singing to like the whole school and siblings, like and brothers and sisters. But that takes a really long time. So I just did it to people who are here. And let's get right over to the, the stories. I think the first one I'm going to do right here is this one. It's called How to Catch a Star. And this one's not very long, so I might have time for 3 books today. We'll have to see. All right. So this book is written by somebody named, let's go to the title page, How to Catch a Star, written by Oliver Jeffers. And then he must have done the writing and the pictures because there's only one person that made a whole book. Usually it's 2 people for some reason. All right, here we go. Here's the beginning. Every night, the boy watched the stars from his window, and he wished he had one of his very own. So they don't even give him a name in this book. Books are very interesting, the decisions that writers make. So they could have given him a name, like, I don't know, Bob, Jose, something, but they just called him the boy. And he's wishing he has a star of his very own, and there he is looking out his window at night at the stars. He dreamed of how, did I get it? He dreamed of how this star would be his friend. They would play hide and go seek. Oh, so if he had a star, they would be friends, and there's a little star, which is not really that's what a star shape looks like, but a star in the sky is actually like a sun. Like our sun is a star, basically. Anyway, there's a star, they're playing hide and go seek. And they would take long walks together on the beach. There's some waves in the sand there. The boy decided he would try to catch one. He thought that getting up early in the morning would be best. Oh, he's going to catch a star. Okay. So he's going to get up early in the morning, sets his alarm. Because then the star would be tired from being up in the sky all night. That was his idea. It would be tired from being up there. The next day, he set out at sunrise. And this was a very interesting drawing because I think, like that's the boy, right? But I think these are supposed to be trees. It doesn't really look like a tree, but I think that's what they're supposed to be. So he set out at sunrise, but he could not see the star or a star anywhere. So he sat down and waited for one to appear. Because guess what? During the daytime, even sunrise, are there stars in the sky? Not really. They kind of disappear. They're always there, but you only see them when it gets dark. And he waited, sitting at a tree. And he waited some more. It's getting like the shadows are changing. And then he ate lunch. See how the shadows are really long here? That's like in the morning. Not so long, mid-morning. Now straight up, the shadow's right under the thing. That means it's noon, like usually. Sun's straight up in the sky. He ate some lunch. He has a really big mouth. And he's having like a sandwich there. And he waited some more after lunch. And after dinner, he waited some more. So he came inside for dinner. Then he went back out again and waited to see a star. Finally, just before the sun was about to go away, there's the sun setting. He finally saw a star. First star in the sky is very confusing. It's actually usually a planet, like either Venus or Jupiter. Anyway, he saw a star. The boy tried to jump up and grab it. He's jumping. He's trying to grab it. He's getting up there, but he can't reach a star. But he could not jump high enough. So very carefully, he climbed to the top of the tallest tree he could find. So then he climbed up this tree to see if he could reach the star. Here's him climbing, I guess. Goes up to the tree, starts going up it, starts climbing it. How does he climb a tree? Oh yeah, I see. He uses his hands and his legs. But the star was still way out of reach. He still couldn't reach it. So he thought he might lasso the star with the life preserver from his father's boat. So he's going to try to catch the star with a rope. Lasso is like a rope, like that you would maybe rope a cow with, I guess. And so he's going to try to get it with a life preserver on a rope. Like these are things you throw in the water. Someone goes over into the ocean on a boat. You throw this them and they can float back. So, but it was too heavy for him to even carry it. He brought it out of his garage or whatever, and he can't even really throw it, so he can barely carry it. Then he's thinking, I gotta tape up this book. Then he's thinking, if only he could fly up in a spaceship and just grab the star. But the only spaceship he owned was made of paper, and it didn't fly very well at all. So he's thinking maybe it's rocket, spaceship, but his spaceship's like sort of a pretend spaceship, although it looks very cool, very large. Perhaps he could get a seagull to help him fly up into the sky to reach a star. So he asked the seagull, he said, hey, can I ride on your back and you take me all the way up to that star there? But the only seagull he could find didn't want to help. Seagull says, nah, not really. The boy worried he would never catch a star. He was getting bummed out, walking on the pier there. Just then he noticed something floating in the water. It was the prettiest star he had ever seen. It was just a baby star. It must have fallen from the sky. So he's looking down here. Here's a star in the sky. He's looking down here. One's in the water. He tried to fish it out with his hands, but when the boy reached out to touch the star, it just rippled through his fingers because I'm pretty sure it's a reflection, maybe. I'm not positive though, but there he is trying to grab it. Now the boy was sad, but in his heart, the wish just wouldn't give up. So he can't get a star. He's getting bummed out, but he still has the dream. Slowly, he began walking home. And this star is a shooting star, right? Which is actually a meteor coming into the atmosphere. And that's when he saw it. Right when he's walking home, he finally saw something. Washed up on the bright golden sand was a star. Woo! The boy had caught a star. He's very excited. They're walking on the beach together. A star of his very own. What? That's the end. What? They don't play stuff together? The end. Now, who here thinks maybe the star was actually a starfish? Anybody? Yeah, probably. But that's cool. It's still a cool thing to find, right? Starfish are cool. All right. I guess they're called sea stars, actually, in real life. All right. I have another book. This one's very funny to me. I like this book. It's called My Wobbly Tooth Must Not Ever, Never Fall Out. It's Charlie and Lola, which was like an old cartoon. Probably you guys never seen it before, but it used to be on TV. And they're brother and sister. That's the big brother, that's the little sister. That's Charlie, that's Lola. So let's see what happens in this book. Written by Lauren Child. I guess the drawings are done by Lauren Child as well. All right, here we go. Oh dear, I'm gonna need my other glasses. What time we got? Oh, it's still early, okay. Might be a 3-book day, here we go. All right, so here's how it starts off. I think Charlie's talking to us, and he says, I have this little sister, Lola. She is small and very funny. This week, she got her first ever wobbly tooth, which is another name for loose tooth, right? When your baby teeth start to get ready to fall out, before they fall out, they get kind of wiggly, wobbly. So she's getting her first one. She must be like maybe, I don't know, 6 or 5 or different people are different ages when they get their first tooth come out. Lola says, I do not ever, never want my wobbly tooth to fall out. I need it. So she doesn't want to lose her baby teeth. Marv says, when I had my first wobbly tooth, I nearly swallowed it. Luckily, I was eating a toffee and my tooth got stuck in the toffee. Toffee's like a sort of a chewy, hard candy, like caramel, sort of. This one's Marv over here. Then I say, which means Charlie says, once I headed a football. Oh, that's in soccer. They're saying football, which is what you call soccer in the rest of the world. And you hit it with your head sometimes. You could do that. You can't hit it with your hands, right? No hands. But if it's coming up high, you could hit it with your head. So he said he headed a football, and my wobbly tooth just flew out of my mouth. But I do not ever, never want my wobbly tooth to fall out, says Lola. She doesn't like it. She doesn't want to have it come out. Marv says, why not? And Lola says, I just need to keep completely all my teeth, says Lola. And then I say, which means when it says I say, it's Charlie who's talking to us. And Charlie says, those are just your baby teeth, and they're meant to get wobbly and fall out. Then you'll get new teeth, and they're your grown-up teeth, which is a true story. You get 2 sets of teeth. Weird, right? It's like mooses, says Marv. Moose's antlers, or I don't know how you say that. Moose's antlers fall off, and then they get new ones that are better and stronger. And I think that's true with moose. I know it's true with like deer and stuff. They get new antlers once a year. And Lola says, but I am not a moose, and I like my teeth completely the way they are, wobbly, says Lola. So there they are, imagining they're a moose. Later, Lotta comes over to play with Lola. That's Lola's friend, Lotta. Hello, everybody. Hello, Lola. Look. And Lola says, what is it, Lola? What is it? And Lotta says, my wobbly tooth fell out. Look at my mouth. I have a hole there where one of the teeth came out. What did you get, says Marv. And they're building like a car track here. So Marv says, what did you get? And Lola says, what do you mean, what did you get? And Lotta says, well, the tooth fairy came and ... Who is the tooth fairy? Says Lola. She'd never heard of the tooth fairy. She says, no. But Lotta does, because she got some present, looks like. So, well, the tooth fairy is just the tooth fairy. I put my wobbly tooth under my pillow, and then in the middle of the night, the tooth fairy came and she swapped it for a coin, says Lotta. And in the morning, I bought this for the farm. It's a chicken. So she got like some money from the tooth fairy, and then she bought this little toy chicken because I think they play farm together. Like, see, here's a little fence. You'll see, they have other animals. Lola says, I didn't know there was a special fairy who gives you things when your teeth fall out. Why didn't someone tell me this before? Nobody told me about the tooth fairy. So here she is, I guess, sleeping but floating in the stars. And here's the tooth fairy. And here's a duck, I don't know why. And here's a toy cow, toy sheep, and a toy giraffe. I don't know why. My wobbly tooth must absolutely, completely come out now. So now Lola changed her mind. She said, hey, wait, you get something for the tooth? Like money? So she's really into it now. She really likes it. And Lotta says, what will you get with your tooth money? And she says, we need a horse, and we need a sheep, and we need a cow. And Lola says, I'm going to get a giraffe. So here's their imagining, right? Chickens, chickens, chickens on the farm. There is, I guess that's Lola. And she has looking up at a big giant giraffe. Do you get giraffes on a farm, says Lotta? And Lola says, yes, you absolutely do, Lotta. Farms have giraffes, which I don't know about that. But how do I get my wobbly tooth to fall out? She says, Lola said. And Lotta says, you have to keep wobbling it. You're supposed to get like this and you wobble it. Lola says, I think it's almost nearly about to come out. And Lotta says, just keep wobbling it. So they're looking in the mirror, looking at her tooth. Marv says, do you want me to twist it? No, Marv, says Lola. Mom said absolutely no twisting, never. And then Charlie says, keep wobbling, Lola. Just keep working on it. And there she is. She's wobbling it with her finger. I am wobbling it, she says, but it's still not coming out. I don't think it's ever going to come out, she says. Then she squeals, ah, Charlie. It's out. My wobbly tooth is completely out, and now I can get my giraffe. So she thinks it's never going to come out. She grabs a green apple. She takes a bite of the apple, and the tooth got stuck in the apple. It came out. She got it. And she's ready to get her giraffe. She's very excited. Lotta says, remember to put it under your pillow. You must go to bed early, and you must fall asleep quickly, or the tooth fairy will not come. Lola says, yes, I'll look after my tooth extra carefully till bedtime because I really want my giraffe. And there's the tooth laying on the table. When you come over tomorrow, says Lola, I'll have my giraffe and you can bring your chicken and they can be friends, says Lotta. Don't forget, your tooth has to be in the very, very middle of under the pillow, not on the edge, in the middle there. So she knows all about it. At bedtime, Lola says, Charlie, I'm just going to go and wash my tooth and make it shiny and clean. And then I ... So then she's looking for a tooth and she said, oh no, my tooth is completely not there. And then Charlie says, check again, it must be there. But Lola says, it's completely gone, Charlie, and my tooth is completely not there. And she's very upset because, she wants the money, so then she can get the giraffe, right? Then Charlie says, well, it must be somewhere. So we start searching everywhere. We look in the sink, not there. And we look under the beds, not there. On the floor, not there. And around the sofa, everywhere, they can't find it. He's looking, I don't know what this is supposed to be. It looks like a ladybug. Lola says, it's gone. It's just completely gone. And now the tooth fairy won't come, and I won't get a coin, and I won't get my giraffe. And so she's quite sad on sitting on the sofa there. Then Charlie has a really good idea. If you go to sleep and dream really happy dreams tonight, you will smile. And then the tooth fairy will see the gap in your teeth, the empty spot, and she'll know you really did honestly lose your tooth. That's his plan, right? So Lola goes to bed. Dream really happy dreams, really happy dreams, really happy. And here is called a thought bubble, right? And here's her dream that she wants to dream to be happy is her and Charlie riding on a giraffe's back. I like this little part of her bed that's like atom. Anyway, a diagram of an atom. In the morning, Lola looks under the very middle of her pillow and she finds this. I think that's money in England, like what do you call that, shilling or something. She says, Charlie, the tooth fairy did come. Look, hurry up, Charlie. I need to get a giraffe. So she actually got her coin. The tooth fairy must have seen her smile, I guess. When Lotta comes to play with Lola, she says, what is your giraffe called? And Lola says, he is called Giraffe. Doesn't really have a name, just Giraffe. What is your chicken called? And Lotta says, she's called Chicken. Hello, Giraffe. Hello, Chicken. Oh, look, I think they're friends, says Lola. So they're playing farm on the table there. And Lola says, maybe Giraffe and Chicken would like to meet Mr. Goat. But we don't have a goat, says Lola. Oh, no, says Lola, we don't have a goat. We need more wobbly teeth. Have you got any more wobbly teeth, she asks Lotta. Lotta says, no. Have you any more wobbly teeth? Uh-oh, 10 minutes to go. Sorry, guys, let me click that. Let's see. Have you any, Lotta says? I don't know, says Lola. Is this one wobbly? No, says Lotta. Lola says, what about this one? Or this one? Or this one? So they're looking at her teeth to see which one's wobbly, if there's any wobblies. And that is the end. So I don't know if they find, I don't know if they find any more wobbly teeth, and if they get the goat. They don't really tell you that part. They do tell you, though, there's other Lola and Charlie books, like one called I've Won, No, I've Won, No, I've Won. And another one called My Haircut Sticker Stories and My School Play Sticker Stories. Interesting. Ooh, I think I have extra time, but I don't think I have time for a whole nother book. Maybe I do. Is this one short? Maybe. Let's try this one. Yeah. What they said 8 minutes. It's kind of in the middle. I guess I'll go for this and see what happens. Might have to do extra fast. Or we could do songs. What do you think? Let me unmute everybody. Hello, children. Would you guys rather have another book, 3 books, or sing some songs and talk? What do you think? Anybody? Nobody? Okay. I'll do the book. Here we go. This one's called Space Case. It's written by Edward Marshall, and the drawings are done by James Marshall. Oh, maybe brothers or something. It came from outer space. It actually does look like a flying saucer, sort of, kind of, but it's like a person kind of thing. Anyway, it came from outer space. See it? Got eyeballs. To have a look around. So it's looking around the planet with little, I don't know, sensors, lights, like beep, scanners maybe. And to meet the natives, the people that live on the planet, who are not especially friendly. So it meets a cow, you know, cows don't really talk. Meets a chicken, they don't really know what to say to this guy who's like, I guess he's an alien. Really, everyone seems so uncooperative. The thing from outer space was beginning to lose heart. So he's trying to make friends with a pumpkin, and pumpkin's not even alive, but it has a face. So he's like, wow, nobody's like friendly or talking to me or anything. So now he's like, don't know if I want to do this anymore. But at the corner of Maple and Elm, which are two streets, some interesting folks appeared. One of them looks sort of like a clown, I guess. One looks like a Native American, but with a big mustache. I don't know what that's supposed to be. And this guy, I think, is a cowboy ghost. So what day is it on this day? Does anybody know? Halloween, I think, probably. Wow, said Buddy McGee. Will you look at that? What a great costume, said Lily. That must be that new kid from down the block, said Mary Louise. Come with us, said Buddy. So these kids see the alien thingy and they think it's a costume. But is it a costume? No, it's not. Trick or treat, shouted Buddy. I think that must be Buddy there, the clown. And a nice lady gave them all treats, like candy. She's dressed up too, the lady giving the treats. Soon, the thing was having a fine time. Now he's going trick-or-treating with them and having fun. And trick-or-treating was lots of fun. You get candy, you get to meet new people. When their bags were full of goodies, the kids stopped at the schoolyard to stuff themselves silly. That means eat a bunch of candy. Trick or treat, beep the thing. There's something weird about that new kid, whispered Lily. Oh, maybe this thing has like a robot voice, maybe like trick or treat, beep the thing. And they think, something's weird about that kid. Heading home, Buddy noticed that he was being followed. For the first time, he took a good look at the thing. You're not the kid from down the block, said Buddy. Trick or treat, beep the thing. Do you want to spend the night at my house? Asked Buddy. So this is Buddy, and he's talking to the thing. And he's saying, do you want to come home with me? Because I guess you don't have a home. Mr. McGee let them in. That's Buddy's dad, I guess. You'll like my room, said Buddy. After studying the dictionary, that's a book that tells you what every word means in the world, the thing found it easier to communicate. And the thing says, the location of my origin is in outer space, it beeped. I thought so, said Buddy. We'll have lots to talk about in the morning. So Buddy's not even scared of anything. When Buddy turned out the lights, the thing turned out its lights and lowered its antenna to rest, I suppose. So they're going to go to sleep. Mrs. McGee was surprised to see the thing at the breakfast table. What on earth is that? She said. It's from outer space, said Buddy. Yes, dear, said his mother. They didn't mind listening, guys. While Buddy ate his fried eggs, the thing atomized a glass of orange juice. Oh, I guess he eats by, well, atomize would be like making it poof, go into thin air. Fantastic toys these kids had, said Mr. McGee. Are you sure you want to come to school? Asked Buddy. Unquestionably, beep the thing. I want to observe. That means yes, he very much does. Looks like they live somewhere where it's cold because they got the scarves on. Uh-oh, I don't think I'll have time for the goodbye song today, guys. Everyone was too excited by Mr. Jones's reptiles to even notice the thing was there. This guy. Good heavens, beat the thing. What peculiar looking specimens. So he's looking at the alligator, I think, or a lizard and a snake and a turtle. And now, said Mr. Jones, putting away his reptiles, it's time for your space projects. Uh-oh, said Buddy. I forgot to do mine. He didn't do his project. And the thing says, calm down, don't worry. The first project was a homemade rocket. How primitive, beat the thing. John Watson showed a model of Mars. All wrong, says the thing. And what do you have to show us, Buddy? Asked Mr. Jones. But before Buddy could reply, the thing proceeded, that means went to the front of the class and did some fancy mathematics at the blackboard. 1,000 plus 830 equals 1,830. Said Buddy, that's my robot. Very clever indeed, said Mr. Jones. That's worth an A minus. True, said Buddy. A minus is like a good grade. School was fun, beat the thing, but I wouldn't want to do it every day. When do we go trick-or-treating? Well, that's only once a year, said Buddy. Oh, beat the thing. I just remembered an appointment on Jupiter. Wait, cried Buddy, and he explained all about Christmas. Why, that's only 2 zyglots away, beat the thing. I think I'll come back for that. And it started to pick up speed. It was leaving, because it wants to do trick-or-treating every day. And in a flash, it was gone. Wow, said Buddy. And that is the end. Oh, I like that book. Now, unfortunately, I don't have time for the goodbye song, guys. I'm so sorry. But I am going to unmute everybody and say hi, and thanks for coming. And I promise tomorrow I'll do better with the timing, so we have the goodbye. Maybe we'll do it. And have fun for the rest of the day. And I'll see you all later. Bye. Bye, everybody. Bye, Lynn. Bye, Isabella. Bye, Shannon. Bye, Poppy. Bye, Josie. Bye, Eva. See you later, I guess. Yeah.
Bye, Josie.
Bye. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.